My name is Benny Roop. I played baseball for Coach Richardson only 1 year in my senior year in 1964. I was raised in Berea and went to Berea High 11 years, and it was always my dream to someday be able to play for Coach Richardson. When I was a freshman at Berea, it was going to work out, seemed like I was going to be able to come to Central. But at that time, you had to move from in the city out to the county. And it failed. My parents at that time could not move. So I thought, well, I'm never going to have an opportunity to play for Coach and learn the game like he would teach it. But good Lord, or something happened my senior year. It worked out. We moved 100 yards out in the county, and I got to come to Central. Coach Richardson was very, very important to me because I came to play under the best coach that I knew was around in the state or anywhere around. He was a great disciplinarian. He believed in loyalty. He believed in respect to other people. He believed in the loyalty not only to him, but to the other players. When someone was down, he expected you to be behind them, carrying them on a bad day. Coach also taught us many lessons other than baseball. He was always telling us to live a good life, do the things that we should do, stay out of trouble, respect our teachers, respect our principals and so forth. Don't give them a hard time, and just be a young gentleman no matter what you do. And we tried hard to do that. I'm sure we failed Coach sometimes in some of those respects. As I said, Coach demanded respect from his players. He managed you to work hard. He managed you to be disciplined and to be loyal, not only to him, but to the other players also. Coach also would every day say something about life other than baseball. He would always try to give us examples of how we should live when we were out of the baseball scene. One of my favorite memories of Don, which is just one of many, we were taking batting practice one day. This was at the old baseball field. At that time, we played our games at the old baseball field. And of course, center field and left field were a little bit deeper than right field. And I was a left-hand hitter, so right field was probably 250 feet or something. Everybody, I always said it's 300, but everybody else said it was 200, 250. So I got smart one day, and I thought, I'm going to see how many I hit out onto the golf course that day. You know, I thought I was really doing the right thing. I had a good day that day. I hit 4 or 5 out on the golf course. I was sort of strutting up there, feeling good about myself. All of a sudden, I heard somebody say, "Roop." I said, "It's Coach." He said, "If you hit another ball on that golf course, you're going to go over there and you're going to find every one of them. You're going to bring them back, and then you're going to start running." Well, really what Coach was saying to me that day was, quit hitting the long fly balls, because when you're playing in another park or somewhere, those won't be home runs, those will be fly balls. And he wanted me to start hitting line drives, which would be more safer. So he always had something in his mind to help you as a player and to help you in some way in what you did. My greatest memory of Don to this day, though, has certainly changed. It's a memory that I have that has really nothing to do with the baseball field. We had an opportunity. Leanne would always call us and fill us in how Don was doing at home and all. And Cookie and Tony and I had an opportunity a week or two before to go visit him. She said, "You guys have to come visit Don today." And of course, we all wanted to go very much. So we visited with Don the next day, and we went in. Leanne had him sitting in his favorite chair there, and he was wrapped up. He was a little chilly that day. When we first went in, he shook all of us hand. He named their names, so he knew who we were. And for the first few minutes we sat there, Don didn't say too much. But then all of a sudden, it was just like a light bulb went off or something. He started just talking about the days when such a player made a play and done this, and it was all baseball from that point on. And we knew then that he knew, he was still okay at that time. Little did we know that would be the last time we would see Coach Richardson before he passed away. Coach Richardson, in my view, is the best baseball coach that's ever been around the state of Kentucky or anywhere. He deserves all the awards, everything he's been given. He was loved by his players. He expected us to be a unit, a baseball team, a representative of Madison Central. And for us not to get out and do anything that would disgrace ourselves, disgrace our baseball team, or disgrace anyone, especially the school. After that visit that day with Coach Richardson, we three talked, and I sensed in my heart that it was pretty close to time the Lord was going to take Don home. So that blessing there outrules any of the memories, the blessings, anything we had with Don, and there were so many. I could stand up here and talk all day and tell you about it. But there's one thing I want to say. Not saying goodbye, Coach. I'm saying farewell until we meet again. Because one of these days we're going to be able to meet again up above. And I know the good Lord, as good as He is to us, is going to love to hear some more baseball talk. So we'll see you one day. We love you. You'll always have a place in our heart.